delve into some issues regarding the budget. And I want to start this round of questioning with Mr. Dean. The first question is, do you support the repeal of trim?
What? Sure.
Very simple. I do not, and let me tell you why. One, the county executive nor the county council has the authority to raise taxes or overturn trim. Trim can only be overturned in two ways. One, the state would have to either overturn it or give the county enabling legislation, so that would start that. Also, the other way that trim can be overturned is by referendum through citizens voting for it. So my position is that if it's going to be overturned, it's going to be overturned by the citizens, not by me as county executive. Thank you.
I think the question was, do you support the repeal?
That, I thought I answered that question. My answer started out, my answer to you.
I'm trying not to ask follow-up questions. You talked about the process. We'd like to know, do you support the repeal of trim?
I thought I said no when I started. I do not support the overturn of trim.
Thank you. Next thing.
I do not support the repeal of trim. I think there is such there is a low level of confidence right now in the public's mind in how government serves them. And in order to move in a direction of repealing or overturning trim, I think it is incumbent upon us in government to demonstrate to the people that we are managing their resources well, we are delivering quality government to them, and that is why I have made moving to a more transparent, data-driven, performance-driven government critical. I'd also mention that I'm the only candidate that I know of that supported providing some tax relief to home property owners in Prince George's County this year. As a result of my efforts, as well as my colleagues in Annapolis, we expanded the homestead tax credit. So on many of your tax bills this year, you did experience a little reduction in your property tax bills, and that was just an acknowledgement of the foreclosure crises and the tremendous pressure that people are under right now with the general economic conditions. So I've supported some tax relief to you, and I do not support a repeal of trim.
Turner.
I do not support the appeal of trim. Trim is a property tax which I will work to preserve because it's evident that the people here in the county want to ensure that there's good fiscal leadership and management of the resources that we do have here in the county. And that's the reason why, as I traveled around the county and spoke to people, spoke to our residents here in the county, the one thing they said was, Mr. Turner, you got to work on lowering our property taxes. Well, trim was put into place because the people of Prince George's County did not have the belief that their elected officials would do the right thing, that they had the right leadership of the management or the experience to do that. And that's why I'm running here today, because I've managed budgets in excess of $2.4 billion, in excess of $4.5 billion. I've been in the Army over 21 years. I've had the experience to lead people. I understand budgets. I understand the requirements on how to build a budget and how to make sure that you have integrity when you're managing other people's money. Thank you.
Thank you.
I do not support the repeal of trim, and as Delegate Levi said, I also supported the tax relief signed by the governor, so I do not support the repeal of trim.
I'd like to stay with the budget for just one more question.
Do you want me to answer? Hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Had you at the head of the class. I apologize for that.
Of course, if I'd have skipped that question, I'd have been in the newspaper.
Blame it on the messenger. I would have given it.
No, I don't support the repeal of trim. I think the reasons, some of the reasons that were stated here, I think, are okay. But the real reason is, because look at what we pay in property taxes.
The reason people don't want to pay more in property taxes or any taxes is you look at the services we get in Prince George's County. If your children go to our public schools, the quality of the instruction throughout the county, if you look, we just asked a question about economic development, if you look at the stores that we have here, what you pay for is great, but what you get is okay. That's why you can't repeal trim. People want to see that we start getting something for your tax dollars. I don't know about anybody else, but I don't feel any relief when I looked at my tax bill. I felt like I was missing out, and I was. Because I look at what my surrounding jurisdictions are getting, and I look at what we're getting. It's not the same. That's why you can't repeal it.